What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective, and I'm here for the news. And here recently in Chicago, there's been a string of incidents where a woman wielding a bat beating up random citizens. Now, there's a video of this woman attacking a lady walking down the street with their 3-year-old in a stroller. Now, I've said in several different videos that we have to start protecting ourselves. Some people don't want to carry guns, and that's understandable. Guns aren't for everybody. But by God, at the very least, carry some mace, a pocket blade, God damn it, a handful of sand. But you gotta have something to protect yourself when you're out in the streets. This ain't 1986. It's dangerous as hell outside nowadays. We have at least one mass shooting every single day. We have all type of chicanery going on a day-to-day basis, whether it be robberies, kidnappings, carjackings, drive-bys, grocery stores being shot up, hospitals being shot up. I mean, the amount of things that are happening are unprecedented in the United States of America at this particular juncture in history. But in this clip, you're going to see something that I haven't seen too often. A woman acting violently, randomly. Now, do I think it's complete random? No. Do I think it's a method behind this lady's madness? I would assume so. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But let's take a look at the clip.
At 9 o'clock, Chicago police on the search for a bat-wielding suspect attacking women in broad daylight on the north side. One victim says the suspect even threatened her child.
And WGN's Christine Flores now live and on.
And the lady is dressed in all black. Could she be a Luciferian? What is her ideologies? When they catch this lady, I love to see these people. A lot of times, I always ask the question, I want to see this lady's background. What is she into? Is she on psych meds? Like, what the hell is going on? Who's her doctor? People want answers to some of these questions nowadays.
Albany Park with more details. Christine.
Good evening. Police say all 6 incidents happened in similar fashion in broad daylight and in a span of about 4 hours. The victims told police that they were simply out for a walk today when they were suddenly attacked by an unknown suspect with a bat. And tonight we spoke with one of those victims who tells us that she's bruised all along her arms and her legs, but overall she says she is grateful that her 3-year-old daughter was unharmed. This shocking clip that shows a woman swinging a bat, attacking another woman with a baby stroller happened at least 6 different times to 8 women.
And let me tell you guys this. If you ever get in an incident where somebody's swinging something at you, the best thing to do is to get as close to them as possible or as far away as possible. But you don't want to be caught in between. That's how you can get your ass clocked. But if a person's swinging a bat, say you're a woman and another woman swinging a bat, you want to get close to her as possible because you can't swing a bat at somebody who's right up on you. And you grab their arms or grab that bat the first chance you get. Now, if you got a chance to run and get away, do that first. But if, like in this instance, this lady couldn't get away. She had that baby, and at all costs, she was going to protect her daughter. And that's admirable. So the best thing for her to do is get up on that lady, grab that lady's arms or that bat and start wrestling with her to fight for your life or your child's life. And I'm wondering too, was this some kind of ritualistic initiation? Because they said that she was going across the city doing this. This is very odd. Something's rotten in Denmark.
Physically, I think I'm still sort of, the adrenaline's still there, but the damage is just like major welts on my legs, my arms. She got me in the hand, it hurts a little bit. Honestly, I don't care. My daughter's okay, and she didn't hit either of our heads.
One of the victims, who did not wish to be identified, says she was out for a walk with her 3-year-old daughter near Campbell and Berteau when they were attacked.
Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a white sedan driving very slowly, and then the sedan pulled over, and I turned to grab my daughter's hand, and there was a woman with long black hair with a facial, like a mask on and sunglasses, holding a baseball bat at her side, and she was walking toward us, looking me right at me, and said, "I'm going to beat your baby to death with this bat."
See what I mean? And when I say Luciferian, it's not that far off. When I say these people been into witchcraft, I'm not that far off. What she tell that lady? She wanted to get to that baby. She said she wanted to beat that baby to death. That's sick and disturbing. And I tell you guys, we're staying in a society that is circling the drain. These people, it's a lot of people with no morals, no values, and they're walking around soulless. And they'll do harm to any and everything and everybody, especially a child, a vulnerable child.
And started running after us, and I started screaming. I picked up my daughter and started running.
The victim says the suspect was able to hit her a few times before neighbors came out to help.
The helpers, like Mr. Rogers said, that's what I've been explaining to my daughter. She keeps asking about the bad woman and if she's going to come back. I think she saw that there were more and more people coming out, and then got spooked and ran and took off.
It's a similar attack that police say happened at least 5 more times in and around Albany Park, like this one, where police say 2 women were walking with a baby stroller when they were attacked. A neighbor captured this moment and ran out to help.
I thought she must know them, and it was some kind of a joke or something, and then I saw her start to hit the women with the baseball bat over and over again, and the women were trying to push the attacker away. So I ran out of my house, and the attacker got in her car and drove away.
Police say the suspect is an unknown female to the victims who would exit a white-colored sedan with a bat and would then flee the scene.
This was so random and bizarre that I started to feel like I was imagining that this happened.
Do I think they will catch these people? Absolutely. Because nowadays there's too many cameras, too many ring cameras, too many cameras on the corners, on lights, on the stoplights, and yeah. So I think they'll eventually catch up, at least to the car, and then they'll be able to track down the people who did this. That's what I'm assuming.
Obviously, I was not, but I told my daughter, her school, my sister. I was slowly starting to tell people what happened, and I realized how insane it sounded coming out of my mouth.
This victim is now left with bruises and the thought of the bat-wielding woman attacking again.
I don't know what the solution is, but yeah, I want her off the streets. She needs help. She needs serious help, and she needs to be in jail for what she did. And I'm afraid that she's going to really seriously hurt someone.
Police have not released identifying details of the suspect. If you were a victim of a similar incident or have any information on these cases, you're asked to contact police. Reporting live from District 17, Christine Flores, WGN News.
Well, that's one of those cases where extremely strange and random. And like I said before, you guys, you got to protect yourself. Carry your pocket blade. Carry you some mace, a small taser, and, I would say a pistol, but, that's not for everybody, and I understand that. But you got to have something in today's society. It ain't like it used to be. Well, we're standing in a new day. And over this whole country, it's a demonic spirit. And we all starting to see it, and people just can't deny that shit no more like they used to. You can't ignore it. You have to protect yourself at all times, just like a boxer. Keep your head on a swivel and protect yourself at all times. But I just want to go over that clip. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been Sports Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I just took your ass. You might have to start carrying bear mace. Ride. Peace.